What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Third Gen Junkies. You know who it is, Chris. It's been a minute. Not even gonna lie. Been slacking on making videos. I don't get home until after 4 o'clock, almost 5. School's about to start back, so the kids going back into school, and just a lot of craziness. I've been trying to get everything done before winter comes, because fall is going to come really quick. Today is the 17th. Yeah, so on today's adventure, the wife told me probably 2-3 weeks ago, which is kind of sad, but Blackmagik hasn't been to a car show. I haven't been to a car show yet this year. Car show season's almost over. So basically, I haven't started up Hannah's car. I haven't started up Ruby. I didn't do anything this spring at all with any of the cars. I've been focusing on trying to make sure that my bills are paid and that I can take care of everything I need to take care of, because with the job, sometimes the hours aren't there, so I have to do what I have to do to make up the difference. So the wife told me that Blackmagik has had an issue where when you hit the gas, for some reason there's a loud clunk. She said it was ever since I put the exhaust back up and ever since I put the suspension on it. And if you hear the squeaking, yeah, that's the squeakers on the brake pads on the daily. So, but basically, I put it off, and then she had the car out last weekend. It was nice. She wanted to drive the car, so she drove it to work on Friday. Before she took it to work, I took it down the block, and I'm almost 100% positive that the transmission mount broke on the car. So right now, we're driving. We're gonna head to O'Reilly's, and I'm gonna see if they carry the energy suspension or the neoprene version, not the stock bullshit trans mount, and we're gonna swap it out on our car so that it's drivable, because you can drive it, you just can't hit it hard. It's kind of like this truck. The driver's side motor mount on this truck is completely destroyed, and if I hit the gas too hard, it lifts the motor up and it slams back down hard as hell. But if I just ease into it, then it's fine. It's kind of the same thing with the Camaro. So yeah. So basically, we're gonna stop here, see if I can get the trans mount, or I'm pretty sure I have an energy suspension trans mount, one of the red ones. The only problem with that is I think it was in a car, the Z03 purple car that I had a long time ago that I parted out, that where it was hit and the trans was in the car, but it was shifted, and it was in that position so long that the mount actually stayed in that position when I took it off, so it's not straight anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get a trans mount for this thing. And then I got something new that there again, with me scrapping on the side to make ends meet and whatever, I actually decided after 3 years to purchase something that I've been needing to get for a long time, and we'll do an unboxing on that. But yeah, we're gonna head in here and see if I can get a trans mount. So see you in a minute. Alright guys, so O'Reilly's doesn't have, they have the stock one that's $9. They didn't have the $20 neoprene one. But they did have the energy suspension one. Now here's what's kind of weird. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's nice and sunny over here, and then you look that way and it's black, and now it is pouring down rain. Look at this. I gotta roll the window up so I don't get soaked. But here's the weird thing. Okay, so they did have this one on the shelf. This is the energy suspension, part number 31108G. Performance transmission mount for GM rear-wheel drive cars and two-wheel drive trucks. Improves handling, control for street, track, and off-road, better than new performance. increased durability, outlast OEM parts, best upgrade money can buy. Weird thing is they have one that has the G, and then they have one that has an R, which is literally, there's no difference in the two, and the price is exactly the same, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But yeah, so instead of spending 20 on a neoprene one, I ended up spending $48.70, and that's even with my discount for having an account with them, which it really didn't even give me a discount of anything. So yeah, and we won't be working in the rain because I did sleep in. Well, no, went to bed at midnight and woke up at 6:30, so I technically didn't sleep in. But we'll be working in the garage. And when I get there and get all the tools together, then we'll go ahead and get this video made. Wow, I almost watched this guy right here not pay attention. There was a black SUV over there that was parked waiting to go across. Almost hit him. Like, now look, he don't know how to drive because he literally just backed up and almost hit the shop vehicle for O'Reilly's right there, and that Honda right there, which is, these are all these are employee vehicles right here in the front. All employee vehicles. But yeah, so we'll go home, do the unboxing of what I purchased because I haven't even opened it yet, haven't used it. Get it up in the air, and I'm hoping and praying that it is just the trans mount and not the torque arm mount or anything else. But the way it sounds like a trans mount, because the torque arm mount, it's more of, it's a metal on metal. Like when the torque arm bracket is busted and the mount is broken, but the torque arm is still through the bracket itself, it'll come up and it's a metal on metal smack. And the same where if it's completely gone and the torque arm's just loose in the tunnel, in the trans tunnel, it'll come up and it's a metal on metal smack, like a hammer on hammer or a hammer on steel. Like you can tell the difference. This one is more like a thud, but it's like you can tell it's something major. Something's not right. So I'm pretty sure it's just the trans is like this, and since the mount is there when you go to hit it, it's just coming up, and just where instead of it being mounted, it's just coming up like this and tapping the bottom of the trans tunnel. So we'll get home, get everything situated, get all the tools out, and get everything ready, and then we were gonna go and jack it up and see what we find, and then we'll go from there. So see you in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. It's been a couple hours. I kind of fell asleep, went kind of bed kind of late last night, and passed out on the chase lounge once I got back. So yeah, so as you can tell, my dog has been pooping in my driveway a lot, and now my gravel has been overrun. Usually it's just like a few pop-ups here and there, like that one little weed right there. I just snatch them out, or like this guy right here, you know, and I just snatch them out and throw them over the fence and run them over with the lawnmower. No, this year for some reason, I have no clue why, but for some odd reason, every single thing, every single time I turn around, it's just coming up more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And I've sprayed, there's the little dead patches here and there where I've sprayed to kill these stupid weeds. Like right there were bigger ones, and I've ripped off a bunch of them, but I got a plan. I got some more spray stuff, and I got a torch. But so the unboxing, this here is my floor jack. I've had this floor jack what I figure it was, like 32 years, something like that. Bought it when I was 13, right around 13, and I am 44 years old, so do the math on that one. But this is bought from, it's a Laren, bought from Farm and Fleet, Got the extended warranty way back then, and it has never leaked down. It's never gave me a problem, but I've just never ever been able to get under the front end of Camaro to do what I need to do. And normally what ends up happening is here, let me open this other side of the garage, and then I'll don't mind the mess. As usual, I try to keep stuff organized, and then all hell breaks loose and it gets bad as usual in here, like usual. So normally I would have to take, look at this, damn chickens were in here, they shit on the cardboard, damn it. If I don't want the chickens here, normally I have to go under the car here with the 2-ton jack it up high enough to get that wearing under the front end of the car. So I've been wanting to get one of these for a long time, and I never had the money. And Harbor Freight usually has them for like $200. Every once in a while you catch them on sale, or you catch, you know, that the coupon, the 25% off, whatever, which covers your taxes and 15%, which isn't a whole lot. Like, say it's $200, you're saving $20 and the taxes, you know, it's not a lot. So it's $180. So Ken ended up sending me a picture of a flyer from Menards. He's like, hey, check this out. So I think it's the exact same, I don't know until I unbox it, of what I wanted. I'm hoping it is. But they had this guy, Master Force, low profile, 3-ton floor jack, dual piston. And I'm hoping that by the picture it's actually longer than this one, because the one I did want, it should be the exact same as this, but this was on sale for $150, and then with tax it was like 163, 164, but then also I had a mail-in rebate where I get $20 back, so it's like $140. But I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this thing and get it all put together, and I'm hoping and praying that it is what I think it is, because Ken has the snap-on one, the really long low profile one, and then he has the Harbor Freight version. Well, Harbor Freight also changed the I took a picture of his part number of his jack because I want to get the same exact one. Well, that part number doesn't exist anymore. They basically have the same exact jack, same quality, same exact everything, except that it's a different part number. So eventually, once, you know, I get my head out of my ass, I guess, if you could say it, or figure out something on how to make more money or something, I have no clue, but I'm gonna get another one. I'm hoping that this is the right one, but I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up. Trusty knife. Well, actually, I got the seat cutter that I can use for these. Oh yeah, the other thing too is it was a little more expensive because I actually added an extra 1-year warranty. This thing comes with a 3-year warranty out of the box, so it's covered for 4 years. It's 2024, so it's covered till 2028. But more than likely, it'll get taken back like a year before the warranty expires. Just get another one. Ball bearing rear swivel casters. That's cool. Here's the handle. The other part of the handle, owner's manual. How's this stuff feel moist? It was in the garage, so whatever. Woo-wee. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. It's what I wanted. It's the low profile extended, which is good. Oh. Come on, get out of there. Don't want that getting on the ground. I don't know why my chickens are retarded. They like eating styrofoam for some reason. So I gotta keep that away from them. Ah, stuck my finger in the hole. Look at that. That thing's nice. Well, that's weird. They got this. They got this like hook that goes underneath that holds that piece up. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I have a strong feeling that more than likely I'll end up having to use a pair of channel locks to tighten this so this thing doesn't fall out. Oh, and then instead of having a screw that goes through, it's just got the easy push lock for the handle. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. There's only one thing that I don't like about it, I can tell already. Is the lifting pad. The lifting pad is not a very big area to grab what you're lifting. It's kind of small. So if you look at this one, so I can take this one off. Look at how much bigger my lifting surface is on this compared to that. And this one doesn't come off. I like this one because you could take it off and you can use it on a flat area if you need to, like on the bottom of a transmission pan. But that's kind of cool. But I got the ratchet wrenches here. I got the light that I've had forever that is beat to living hell. It still works, it's just super dirty, it needs to be cleaned. Kind of like my clippers, which I did this morning when I cut my hair and shaved. They hadn't been cleaned in years, and I did a deep clean on them, and now they run like brand new. So I'm gonna get this thing jacked up, get it to where I can get under there and see what's going on. I'll be back with you in a minute. So back to what I was saying. I don't even know where the part number is on this thing. Oh, 260-2005 Master Force 3-ton low profile jack. You want a good jack for the price? That's the one. That's it right there. Then I opened this energy suspension thing, and I was reading on here. It says, if your vehicle has 2 flange bolt heads that hold the mount to the transmission case, do not use the supplied flat washers. So you reuse your bolts that go up into your transmission here. That'll go through these 2 plates. It's like a weird spacer plate. As upper preload plate must be used. It is not a spacer. And I've seen where I took these off of cars and they didn't have that spacer in there. Maybe because the bolt was too short. I don't know. But, and then you take one of these supplied bolts here that you normally use for the sides here and here, and you use it for the middle right here. So I'm gonna get under here and we're gonna see what the hell is going on, because I'm pretty sure that when I jacked it up, I took a quick peek at it and it does look like it's ripped. So under here, like the speedo's leaking a little bit. Yeah, there's got a little bit of a trans pan leak up there. I redid all this too. But you gotta remember, this thing sits most of the time. So yeah, I got a little drippy drip right there. I keep thinking that this is keep thinking that this is the light in my hand, and it's actually the GoPro. I wonder where that drip is coming from. There's a little bit of a drip on the trans bolt itself there. It could be the gasket. I mean, I did use a little bit of gasket, some silicone on there, and then I let it set up and get tacky and made sure that the gasket would stick to it. And I put these all in. As you can see, I've got some drip in there. It's not bad though. But yeah, look at that. You guys see that? Probably upside down. And the light isn't the greatest. I'm sorry, but it's kind of hard. For some reason, somebody put silicone all over that speedo cable. I think it was leaking out of there or something, but if you can see, that right there is a big old rip. Yep. Trans mount. Look at this. I would say that more than likely this is the original. So I'm gonna have to get the ratchet wrench in here, get those loose, pull this guy off, and I'll get the layer and floor jack under here with a block of wood, jack up on the transmission so that I can get the trans mount out without having, or the trans mount out without taking the cross member down. So give me a second. All right, it's funny guys, if you look really closely, look at this. You see that gray area right there, right here? That's from the transmission coming up, and that line, whatever that line is right there, rubbing the dirt off of the transmission. So I have the 14 and 15. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and see, what is this, the 15. Pull this off. It'd probably be easier with the impact, but I don't have. See, so basically we're doing away with this now. We're not going to use this nut and this washer. I might reuse the washer on the bolt that I'm going to put back in here, but I'll probably reuse that, and I'll probably keep the nut and just label it in case I don't like the way this feels. Then I can always buy a stock one and put back in it. I'm wondering if these are 15s too. Oh, the weird thing is you can't even get a ratchet wrench in there. Yeah, you can't even get a ratchet wrench in there to break it loose. I wonder if it's a 15 or a 14. Let's see. Oh, it's definitely a 15. What did I do with it? I just set it over here. Oh, here it is. Only problem is I don't think I can get the head of the ratchet in there. On the ratchet wrench to this one I can. What? Okay, good. Got it. But I don't know about this other side. The rubber seems to be kind of in the way. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to jack this transmission up high enough to be able to get the mount out. That's the other issue. And these trans-mount bolts actually have washers on them, so I don't know if they're supposed to or if they're changed at some point. I should probably change the torque arm mount bolt or torque arm bolt mount too, but God, that thing's a pain in the butt, so I probably won't deal with that, not in this video anyways. Even if this isn't the problem, it's better to change the stuff, which I should have did a while ago, being that we bought the car. And it's so funny, I put the new seal in on the trans, tail shaft seal, and there's that much like showing, like the drive shaft isn't seated all the way, but I know it is. Huh, that's weird. I don't see any other signs of anything crazy, so that's a good sign. And let's pull this out. I'm hoping I don't have to drop the cross member. I shouldn't have to. Never had to before. Well, that's weird. Why in the hell would transmission fluid come out of the casing of where the bolt screws into? Huh. That's really odd. Oh. I never seen no shit like that before, but maybe it was just a bunch that was sitting up there. So it looks like it's leaking out of this, which is like where your servo goes. And also looks like, I mean, this is almost like a raw edge, but it feels like casting, like a casting edge. Well, maybe the transmission was changed on this at one point. I don't know. It's a 700R4, but I don't know. Cause it looks like somebody cut something off right here. I hope that's not the case, because I really don't want to have to rig up something for this all to work. I really hope not. I really do. I don't have any issues. Okay. Let's see. See, the other one is in there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Come on, fingers work. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to push the rubber back far enough to get the head of the ratchet wrench on. Come on. I should be able to. I gotta put you guys down. Let's see. Hoping I can. Maybe not. If I use the open end, I'm hoping and praying it doesn't try to strip it. Oh. Just had something fall in my eye. Got it. What would have been nice is been able to get the ratchet wrench in there, but instead I'm gonna have to quarter turn it to death to a certain point before I can try to get my fingers in there and get it out by hand. These are some kind of long bolts. Keep hearing noise. I'm hoping the chickens aren't trying to get in the garage. It really upsets me when they get in here and they shit all over the floor. It's a pain. I don't want to be laying in chicken poop. That's the only bad part about that parts car is the same thing as the chicken poop. Didn't have chickens before, I didn't have to worry about that. Well, this one's got a lock washer on it. What are you doing? It's got a lock washer on it too. Maybe that was factory. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done one of these. But I got to pull that motor and trans out of that car over there, so I'll be taking all this stuff off anyways off of that car. And the good thing about that car is it's got a remanufactured 700 R4 in it from GM Goodwrench, so definitely keeping that one. "12 hours later." Gosh, I can almost get it, but then I can't. It's like the dirt and the grit. It's funny, you would think you'd be able to put it in here and get on it, and you can't. But I can stick one finger through the hole and another finger up under the head and try to turn it. I get like an eighth of a turn and then it just stops. Like something's holding it up. Yeah, that transmission is screwed. I can tell already. Just by me doing that, I can tell. I knew I was gonna need it eventually. Should have just did it when we got it. I got the car, but I guess I just fix stuff as it goes, and as money and time provide. That's the other thing, is money or time, whichever one. That's always seems to be one of the two issues. I still got to figure out the power steering on this, and now the wife wants to put the AC back on it, so I might end up using the parts car as a guide to be able to put the AC back on it. Yeah. Something I'm not looking forward to doing. Come on. Okay, now that's crazy. Oh, yeah. Let's jack it up. Alright guys, Give me a minute. I'm gonna get the other jack under here, get it jacked up so I can get that other bolt out and try to get the mount out. Give me a second. Alright guys, I got the other jack under here. 2 boards on it. I jacked it up some. The problem is the jack handle is out on the other side over there. As you can see, the handle's sticking out over there. And looks like the lens is dirty. Got it off. The crazy part is, as I jacked it up, the mount didn't move. Oh, now it did. So there. Alright guys, you can see what's going on. Pull this other bolt out of trans here. Put over here the other one so don't get lost. Now I gotta figure out how I can jack up the jack from underneath the car, which probably isn't going to happen. Alright guys, I jacked it up as high as I could get it, and surprisingly, look at that, got it right out. Yeah, got it out of there. I don't know. Oh yeah, it was done. Look at this. You guys see that? Here's the bracket, and it completely just ripped clean out of there. Holy crap. Yeah, it was smoked. Now the only problem that I got is I gotta get out and go around to the other side of the car to get the new one and we'll put it in. So give me a second. Alrighty guys. Ow, it hit my knee on the freaking, what's it called? Jack stand. Alright, so we got a plate. It goes here like this. Which doesn't look like it lines up all that great. Slotted holes. Look like caca to me. And then I need my 2 stock bolts for the mount. I'm trying to think, which way does this thing go? So it goes like this. It's probably got to go like that. Okay, so got this guy and this guy. Let's put this one in. I'm pretty sure you have to put this stuff in loose, or like you screw it down finger tight or whatever to the point where it'll stop, but it's still loose, not torqued. And and then you lower the trans down. You put the other bolt in so you know exactly where it's at, because for some reason this thing is like stupid short. Like, and that's another thing. How is that gonna work? You're supposed to use this bolt for the center of the cross member. It doesn't even fit. It won't even screw in through the slot of the fucking cross member, which means that I'm gonna have to notch the cross member a little bit to get it to work right. That's awesome. Great job, Energy Suspension, for not checking your specs on stock stuff. Got a long way to go to run this down, but I want it to where it's still loose and wiggles so I can torque it once it's all the way down. Tighten so much. Let's loosen that back a little bit. Loosen that back up a little bit. I want to be able to wiggle it. And I can't wiggle it now. You don't tighten it that much, but it's got this weird like over molding shit on the bottom where it wraps around the steel plate. And still sucks. What the hell? Okay, now I got some wiggle or whatever. But now, like I said, I'm gonna have to either get a file and file this, or get a Dremel and Dremel it open a little bit bigger, which sucks. So I'll be back. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm gonna jack it up, take it off, flip it over and flip it around and see what happens. And more likely it's gonna do nothing, but we're gonna see. Okay, boys and girls, I didn't take it apart, didn't flip it around. All I did was loosen everything up, and then I took this bolt out of this side, and then it moved just enough to where it actually lined up, and I got this started. So now I just gotta drop the trans down, tighten everything up. So yeah, next part of the video should be me checking it to make sure that everything's all good. So I'll tighten this all down and I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright guys, so we're in Blackmagik. Let's see here. See if we hear that loud clunk. Nope. I hit the gas and the dash mat fell off. Let's see what happens. She's definitely happy. Yep, trans mount it was. See, I love getting on this car and I love beating on it. The only problem is you're supposed to put these little Velcro sticky things on this to hold it to your dash pad. I always just set them up there. Usually they don't go flying off, but for some reason Blackmagik is just not happy. Just wanting to kick shit off onto the floor for some reason. But yeah, I was right here when I turned around before, and it decided that it wanted to turn the radio off. It decided that it wanted to do that clunk right here, and I told her, you could drive it, just don't beat on it, just drive it normal, don't try to race nobody, don't try to do anything stupid. So yeah, even though I'm like right now, hit it, it's all good. Kind of scared me. It shifted fucking gears and chirped the fucking tires. But yeah, she's all good. Back in the hole. And back into the garage she goes with no cover on her, because it's not my car and I'm not going to put a cover on it. If the wife don't want to cover her car, it's not my problem. Windows up real quick. And that's it. So guys, good thing I'm smart. At least I put that damn board, that cork board up there, so if you do hit the door on the wall like I just did, it doesn't do any damage. Literally put a little bit of brown paint on the thing anyway. But yep, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. We got some more content coming. I know, like I said, I've been slacking, but it is been a lot going on, a whole lot, with a lot of things, with the home life, just a whole lot. So yeah, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and we'll see you next time. Later.